From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White. Protesters gathered in Ottawa today to denounce the U.S. capture of Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro. Dozens gathered outside the U.S. Embassy, one of the protesters calling it the latest chapter in a story of the U.S. treating Latin America like its own backyard to develop resources. Meanwhile, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio suggests his country will not take a day-to-day role in governing Venezuela. U.S. President Donald Trump told reporters America would run Venezuela after his military's capture of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. But Rubio tells the American Sunday political talk shows the U.S. will continue enforcing an oil quarantine that was already in place to press policy changes in Venezuela. Now, Nicolas Maduro is currently in U.S. custody at a jail in Brooklyn, New York. ABC's Aaron Katersky has details on the charges Maduro will likely face at his arraignment tomorrow.
Maduro is facing a 4-count federal indictment that puts him atop a 25-year conspiracy to flood the United States with cocaine and along the way enrich himself and partner with some of the world's most dangerous and violent drug traffickers.
But a U.S. intelligence assessment published in April found no coordination between the drug trafficking Tren de Aragua gang and the Venezuelan government. A fire in a Quebec City apartment building has killed one person. The fire broke out yesterday in a neighborhood just west of Old Quebec. The fire department, police investigators, and the Forensic Identification Unit are looking into the cause of the fire. The mayor of Hinton, Alberta, says a fatal crash between a freight train and a passenger train nearly 40 years ago should not be forgotten. Brian LeBurge grew up in Hinton. He says there are no plans to hold a ceremony next month because for many folks, the pain is still fresh.
People got hurt and that's impacted people. It's impacted the first responders. I know there's healthcare workers from the hospital that still remember that and it's an issue.
An inquiry found the 1986 crash was caused by the freight crew failing to stop their train in time because of incapacitation or other unknown factors. Today is National Ribbon Skirt Day. It stems from an incident about 5 years ago when Isabella Kulak from Saskatchewan was shamed for wearing the culturally significant attire to school. Since then, the shy Anishinaabe girl has received nationwide response and vocal support.
Now I see how much it affected people in a positive way. Now they're not afraid to show their culture and wear their cultural attire, and it makes me feel really happy and really proud to be who I am.
Ottawa says Ribbon Skirt Day aims to provide everyone an opportunity to learn about and celebrate the importance of Indigenous traditions. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, Canada is out for revenge and a ticket to the gold medal final at the World Junior Hockey Championship. Canada takes on Czechia tonight in the semifinals. Czechia eliminated Canada in the quarterfinals of the past two tournaments. In the NHL, the Montreal Canadiens ended their 7-game road swing this afternoon with a win in Dallas. The Habs edged the Stars 4-3 in overtime. In the PWHL, another afternoon matchup saw Marie-Philippe Poulin score her second goal of the game in overtime as the Montreal Victoire defeated the Minnesota Frost 3-2. Winnipeg Jets defenseman Logan Stanley and Calgary Flames forward John Beecher have hearings with the NHL's Department of Player Safety for separate roughing incidents. Stanley punched an unsuspecting Brady Tkachuk in yesterday's loss to the Ottawa Senators, while Beecher caught Nashville Predators forward Michael McCarron off guard with a punch. And Major League Soccer champion Inter Miami has signed Canadian goalkeeper Dane St. Clair through next season. From the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.